All right, excellent. All right, so our next lesson. Like I said when we started the class, this class is project-based. So the majority of everything that we do will be in the form of projects. And those little questions that we put on the board. Okay? So your class, wrote it for me last time. So our little question on the board right now is, without using the internet, you might actually have to look in a book, okay? Give me the birthdays of those 5 famous people. Who can tell me what those people have in common?
They're all presidents.
They're all presidents. Now, are they all presidents like in the last 10 years?
No.
Okay. So what resources would you want to use to find that information? Okay, what kind of book? Okay, so nonfiction, that's good. Biographies, that's a good one, I like that. An article maybe? Okay. Where would you find an article?
Where magazines are sold.
Okay, so in the periodicals, maybe? We might be able to do that. In the newspaper? Okay, so what we're looking for are birthdays. So that'll be a little more difficult. I like the idea about biographies. We have a couple different kinds of biographies here. What are the other ones?
Autobiography.
We have autobiographies, so books written by the person about the person.
Story collection?
Well, story collection, those are anthologies. Those are collections of fictional stories about one topic inside one book. So it might have multiple authors. That's a little bit different. That's fiction still. Hey, buddy, whenever you're ready to check out, just let us know, okay? All right, sir. Okay, those 2 shelves are what? In the middle of the room.
What's
that one? Do you remember?
Realistic fiction?
No, this one right here. It is a kind of biography. Do you remember what kind? No. It's similar to story collection. That's how I described it when we did the tour. Okay, biography, 1 book, 1 person. Blank biography, 1 book, many people. Oh, you're killing me. Alright. If you have a lot of one thing, and it's your favorite thing in the whole world, you could be called a...
Possession?
That's a horrible description that I just gave you guys. How about... I have a baseball card... Collection. So what are those?
Collection biography.
Collected biographies. Okay? So, one topic, so there may be a collected biography book of multiple presidents. That might be another place to look.
Or the reference.
Or the reference. Great. Or the reference area. Now remember, when you answer this question in your journals, write down your source. Alright? I don't need a full citation for it. I don't need the whole copyright date, author, title. Just really the title is enough. I want to know what book you looked at. Okay? Alright, that way I can go and look too. I always am curious about who's found new resources. Because we did this assignment last semester too. Alright, so that's the little research project you guys are doing. And that we'll have a new one next week. Here's our bigger project, our big project coming up now. Okay, it's not that big. But it is our next project. And we're going to have 2 at the same time. On Friday, I'm going to talk to you guys about our next project as well. Because that one's a long-term project that we're going to do across like a month. Okay, and we'll have other smaller projects inside. That'll be the one that is the closest to homework that I'll give this semester. Okay? Alright, so I will hand these out. This is the instructions for our next assignment. Before you read those, I have a question for you. When we did the orientation, I said that our class has 3 legs. Can anybody tell me what the 3 legs are? One is leadership skills. Excellent.
Listening to action.
Self-directed.
It is self-directed. You're right. That's the way the class is run. Let's see. What else do we do in here? What's the name of the class?
Media skills and technology.
Media skills and technology. So my second leg is
Media skills
And technology. Okay. So I've got leadership, media skills, and technology. And what did I say was the most important one?
Direction.
Now, self-direction is how we run it, and that is really important because there's just the 5 of us in here running this place, right? Remember? I said you could use, it's a skill that you can use if you work at IBM or if you work at McDonald's.
Customer service skills.
Customer service skills, that's right. So, this is a customer service skills assignment. Okay? It's also a leadership assignment. It's not so much a technology assignment. What company that you can think of, in your own experience, I mean, as a between 11 and 13-year-old student, what company has great customer service? Toys R Us, okay.
Yeah. There's like a babysitting, like daycares.
Daycares, okay, have great customer service. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Can I help you with something? Oh, you're waiting for Miss Rowland? Okay, awesome. If you just want to have a seat at the conference table, that would be great. Thank you very much. All right, so daycares and Toys R Us. How about you, Logan? When you go in there, you love the way they treat you.
Oh, yeah.
The restaurant.
How about you, Ruth? McHale's, okay.
McHale's.
Walmart, okay. Which Walmart? Which Walmart do you go to? Oh, okay, so the one right up on 16 has the McDonald's by it and all that. I like that Walmart too. It's a pretty new one. All right, so what do all those? What is the best way for me to put this? It's a question actually. What makes those great customer service stores?
The way they greet you when you walk in the doors.
Okay, so how you're greeted.
The types of privacy, how we present on the display of what you have.
Okay, the way that they display their product or their service. Great.
The way they actually treat you.
The way they actually treat you. How you're spoken to, maybe. Or even a smile. That's huge in customer service. My favorite company for customer service, and pretty much across the country, Chick-fil-A. I have never had a bad experience at a Chick-fil-A. Not once. And the reason is, now I've had bad food at a Chick-fil-A, but I've never had a bad experience. I had a sandwich one time that had a piece of hard plastic in it. I bit down into it and actually hurt my lip. And it was a mistake. They made a mistake. Somebody broke an ice scoop and a piece ended up on a sandwich, and it happened to be mine. Okay? But they handled it so professionally, so well. To this day, I still go back to that store because they handled it just so well.
What was it?
Over by Rivergate, which is by my house, down in the Stewart Creek area. So they've got a great, what's called mission statement. Okay? I'm going to give you a quick definition, bless you. I'm going to give you a quick definition of what a mission statement is, and that's the basis for this assignment. Okay? A mission statement is the beliefs of a company. It's written down. This is what we do and why we do it, and even how we're going to do it. Okay? Now, I talked about a company. What about us? Do you think we should have a mission statement?
As in here?
For the media center.
Yeah.
Okay. I think so too. Primarily, probably because we provide a service. We have a product. Remember I said we're going to run the media center like a company. I'm the boss. You are my faithful employees. The minions. Right?
And you
So-
can terminate us if you believe we're not.
And I will terminate you if I believe you're not doing the job, because this class is invitation only. Right? You guys are the best students we've got. So if you aren't the best students we have, hasta mañana, guys. See you later. You can go to art. Alright? But everybody's past past that point. You're in my class, you're here to stay. You guys are doing awesome. You are. I'm very happy with the work that everybody's doing. Okay? So, we have a product, so maybe we should have a mission statement. We have something that we do day in, day out, and it impacts other people. So, we have a mission statement. Okay. Your job, your mission, if you choose to accept it. The whole Mission Impossible thing, we start the music. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, so your mission, and you are choosing to accept it because you have to, you're in my class, is I want you, first of all, to find our mission statement. It is in the Media Center and it is posted. Okay? That's the first thing. Nope. Our mission statement. The mission of the Coolwood, the Catamount Media Center. Okay? That's the first thing I want you to do. I want you to find it. And then, I want you to copy it down. If you look at your handy-dandy little worksheet thing, first things first, let's get the nuts and bolts out of the way. Everybody put your name on your paper. This paper will be turned in with your paper that you're going to type up for me. The due date is next Friday.
Wait, is that?
Next Friday is the something. Let me look on my calendar because I never remember day in, day out. Today's the 8th, so it's more than the 8th. So Friday the 17th is when this is due. And I don't know if you have me on Friday or if you have me on Thursday. Either way, you have me on Thursday. So it's due for you guys on Thursday the 16th. Basically 4 class periods. Okay? Alright, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to define mission statement. And I gave you a spot on this sheet to define mission statement. You're going to give me an official definition. You can research it on the internet. You can get it out of one of the big dictionaries. But I want you to research a definition of a mission statement. And here's the important part of that. Okay, nobody's ready to check out. Good. I want you to know what it means. Don't write down a definition if you can't tell me what all the words inside the definition means. Okay? We understand? Alright, cool. Now, the next thing you're going to do, through research as well, I want you to write down the key components of a mission statement. Okay? What needs to be in a mission statement for it to be a good mission statement? Should it be long? Should it be short? Should it use big words? Should it use little words? Should it talk about what you do? Should it talk about how you want to do it? Okay? Through your research, even finding the definition, you will find the key components, the key pieces. That's what component means. It means a piece of a mission statement. And write them down here. If you find 5, write down 5. If you find 12, write down 12. I gave you 6 spots. I guarantee you there's more than 1. Okay? I will even guarantee you there's more than 2. Alright? So, don't give me 2. Alright? Key components of a mission statement. Mission statement definition is the first 2 parts. Then, find our mission statement. If you look on the back, there are blank spots for you to write our mission statement. Write down our mission statement. Copy it word for word. When you find it, you'll see that it is in 2 parts. Write down both parts. Okay? There's a big part and a little part. And you'll figure it out when you see it. You'll find it. You may or may not be able to see it from here, and I'm not going to look at it to give it away. You pass it every single day you come in. Okay? So, alright, so you're going to copy down the mission statement. Now, number 4 and number 5, make little circles. This is the part you're going to type. Number 4 and number 5. You're going to type for me. I want you to rewrite the mission statement in your own words. I put it in teacher talk. Okay? Big words, very specific words. I want you to put it in your own words. You've worked in here now for a month, about. Okay? So, 3 weeks. Worked in here 3 weeks. So, you have an idea of what we do and what's important to us. You'll read the mission statement and find out what's important to me that we do, and then I want you to put it in your own words. It doesn't have to be 6 pages long. Paragraph. Less. If you can make it 3 sentences, cool, make it 3 sentences. Make it make sense. Okay? Yes, ma'am.
So it's not going to be the mission statement that's out there. Do you want us to take the words and like define it in there, or make our own up?
Make your own up based on ours. Okay? I want it to have the same components. I want it to have some of the same ideas, but you're going to put it in language that makes sense to Caleb. Okay? All right. Any other questions on that? Because that's probably the hardest part of the assignment, is putting it into your own words.
So, and then you said write a brief review on the mission.
Yep, that's going to be the next one I'm about to talk about. Okay, that's number 4. Number 5, write a brief review of the mission statement. Now, the mission statement that I wrote, okay, not the one that you wrote. I want you to review the one that's posted in the Media Center. Do you like it, or don't you? Does anything need to be taken out, or does anything need to be added? Tell me if you think a library needs a mission statement. Why or why not? Does the mission statement that I have created meet the needs of our users? That's the most important thing for any library. Do we do our job based on who comes here? Okay? Because if I am at a high school, my mission would be different. A little bit, because we'd have a different population of students. Okay? All right. And then, since you're going to do research, you're going to find a definition of a mission statement, and you're going to find the key components. There's going to be other mission statements that you're going to read. How does ours compare against those? Okay? Now, this does not have to be 10 pages long. Okay? This can be a paragraph. Make sure you answer, but I don't want 5A. Liked it. 5B. Remove all of it. 5C. Okay? What I want is you to write a paragraph that answers all those questions inside it. Make it make sense. Make it make grammatical, literacy-based sense. And you can even make it argumentative. You can put an argument in there. We don't need a mission statement. That's actually an argument. And you're going to tell me why. Okay? No rights or wrongs for me. This is what you found out based on your experiences. Any questions on that one? Michael, you got it?
Yes.
All right, cool. Here's the last thing we're going to do. Because we are firm believers in copyright, because we believe in giving people credit for their work when it's not our own, I want you to do a bibliography. Bibliography is on the bottom of the page underneath the mission statement. Here's the format. The author's last name and first name, the title of whatever you used, if it's a book, the publisher, okay? The copyright date, if you can find it, okay? That is and you can ignore the ISBN and the series, and then what pages you use. Now, if you use an internet resource, I want the URL, okay, the web address up in the little bar. If you can find an author on the page, I'd like the author's name, okay? And here's one that people have missed. Now, you know what? I'm not going to give you this hint. I'll give you the hint towards the end of the assignment, because there's one thing that almost everybody misses, and it has to do with the bibliography. Okay? I want you to cite all of the sources that you use. All of the sources. And do not write down Google. Google is not a source. Google is a search engine. Okay? It leads you to a source. You need to give me the information on where Google sent you. Okay?
So of any story?
The bibliography needs to be on, if you find the definition of mission statement on www.missionstatement.com, I want missionstatement.com written down. Okay?
Or in the author.
And then if there's an author that you can find on the page, that's what I'm looking for, okay? Does everybody understand what the bibliography is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, we have gone over this. We have about a week, a little bit more. And like I said, project-based assignments, we do a little bit of instruction, then you guys learn a lot of stuff on your own, which I think is pretty cool. Self-directed. So there's always going to be something to do. Because we haven't finished the assignment yet, I can't really close out the lesson until we talk about it again after we get it done. But just based on what we talked about so far today, okay, what's the most important thing from today's assignment? What do you think is the most important thing from today's assignment? Yes, Caitlin.
Learning and understanding what a mission statement is.
Okay, so finding out what a mission statement is. I like that. I like that a lot. How about you, Logan? What was the most important thing for you today?
That I learned that there's different mission statements in different parts of the school.
That's neat, because we have a mission statement. We say it on the news every morning. You guys know it?
Our mission.
Our mission is to become like our parents to achieve academically, being procreation to be positively.
Very good.
And now for more.
And now for a moment of silence. That's right. So I hear it every morning. I say it every morning with you guys because we do it on the news. All right. So, okay, we talked about our favorite companies, and now it would be interesting if you could find the mission statement for this assignment. Now, you don't have to. It would be interesting if you could find the mission statement of your favorite company that you talked about. I bet you can.
You may want to on Chick-fil-A.
Well, you can look up Chick-fil-A's. I like Chick-fil-A because they're closed on Sunday, too. They said family's important to us, so we're going to be closed on Sundays. So our employees have time to be with their families. I think that's hugely important. All right. My last question before we get done today. Can you tell me, anybody, can you tell me what are the most likely reasons to have a mission statement? Yes, sir.
So like if someone wants to know who we are, they can have a reminder of what we are and what we do.
I like that. I like that a lot. That's good. Anything else?
You give like the guidelines for new employees.
Great.
And remind the guidelines for the old employees.
Absolutely. I like both of those. It tells new employees what we want to do. And sometimes going back and reading the mission statement for somebody who's been there for 20 years, remind them of why you do this. That's important. I like that. And our mission statement here is a little bit different than a lot of other libraries. I didn't like the other one, so I changed it.
Can you give us the original one?
I will give you the original one when we're finished. How's that?
Okay.
Okay. And I'll tell you why I don't like the original one too when we do that. All right. So, any questions before we finish? Because you guys got work to do. Yes? Ms. Ruth, you've been quiet today. Anything else? No? Not going to talk? Did you break your vocal cords? Okay. All right. Cool. All right, guys. Thank you very much. You know what? You know when it's due. You know what you got. Self-directed class. Go forth and prosper.